not a drill. Repeat. Action station. Action station. Set condition 1 throughout the ship. This is not a drill.
So say we all.
So say we all.
Greetings fellow gamers and commanders, and welcome back to my continued walkthrough of Battlestar Galactica Deadlock on the Xbox One. I'm of course your host, Uncle Fester382. Welcome back to my channel. In my last video we took a look at the information we had for Season 2. More importantly, the new Armistice campaign, as well as the information that had been released for the modern ship pack. Well, as you know, today is the 24th of September 2020, and Slytherin and Black Labs today have released Armistice and the modern chip pack across all platforms. Now, I'll be honest, I thought that there was going to be some problems with the release, especially on console, given the history and problems that they've had in the past. However, everybody learns from their mistakes over time, and our hands down to Slytherin. They've obviously done great work in getting this tested to make sure it was ready to be released on all the platforms, and so far, touch wood, not had any problems. So in today's video we're going to look at the modern ship pack, and then later on I'm going to start doing the Armistice walkthrough. So number of things we're going to go over in these videos. We're going to have a look at the new ships on the colonial side, and we're also going to have a look at some of the newer ships on the Cylon side as well for this ship pack. Now, as I said in my last video, the information that Slytherin had put out there was that the maximum fleet point cap was going to be 16,000. However, I did say in that video that I had seen something that said something else. Now, due to the software and hardware constraints on consoles, it's not 16. The highest now we can go is 12,000, but given that the Mercury is something like 2,800 fleet points, they've had to do something to rise the level for you to be able to get a decent sized fleet to play skirmish, or to play Anabasis, or to even play multiplayer. So there's definitely sense there in what they've done. Now, as I said, bought these this morning, and I thought, you know what, they're going to be maybe quite costly. I was getting ready to take a big hit on the bank account, but not too bad. Now obviously I'm in the UK, so I don't know how these prices translate if you're over there in America or anywhere else in the world. Now the Armistice pack was just over £8.39 to be exact, so that's about the average for what we've had on the campaigns of recent. Now, big surprise was the modern ship pack. I was expecting Slytherin, being as how popular and how long awaited some of these ships have been, for them to slap, I don't know, £10, £20, and I had to blink twice when I actually saw the price. It came in the UK again for £4.19. So, and the amount of fun we've got from this, from £4.19 is unreal. It's fantastic. I'm over the moon. Okay, well, I've been playing with this for a couple of hours, and I've done a lot of bits pieces of paper, as you can probably hear in the background. So I've got a lot of bits and pieces for us to go over. I'm going to get these typed up later on, and I will make them available on my Facebook page. So Facebook, it's Uncle Fester Xbox Gaming, Uncle Fester 382 Xbox Gaming, if you want to have a look there on Facebook. And right, we'll dive straight in and we'll have a look at the colonial ships first, and then we'll move on to the Cylon ships after that. Okay, just get this loaded up and I will be back in 2 seconds. Okay guys, I'm back. Gotta say before we start, the music, 3 new music tracks they've brought in are absolutely brilliant. Not going to spoil it for you, but when you hear them you'll know exactly what I mean. They're brilliant. Okay, what I've done is I've jumped in on a skirmish mission and I've put the Mercury, the Jupiter Mark II, the Minerva, the Artemis and the Valkyrie in. That's mainly just to give you guys some kind of size comparison. Now we know obviously the Mercury is bigger than the Jupiter, so that was a given, but I wanted something to give some comparison from the Mercury to the Minerva, because the Minerva is supposed to be the prototype platform for the Mercury, so I wanted to do that. Okay, so here's the Mercury, and we'll just have a look at all the bits and pieces that are on here, so all the turrets and everything. So as you can see on the front of the ship, there is 10 Battlestar artillery guns there. Absolutely love the skin on this ship. They've done a really good job here. Okay, on the left and right side we've got 12 point defense turrets. On the top we've got 4 Battlestar artillery turrets. On the bottom we've got 8 Battlestar artillery turrets, obviously 4 to each pod. And lastly on the rear we've got 2 Battlestar artillery turrets, one on each flight pod. Now for this ship, the hull, as you can see there, is 200 points. The armour on the left and the right is 140. On the top the armour is 100. On the rear it is the same. On the front the armour is 180. And on the bottom it is 120. Radius range wise, at normal level it's 5,000 metres. And if you turn the offensive all the way up to its highest, you can reach 5,800 metres. There's 2 Viper squadrons, and you can have anything from Mark 1 up to Mark 7. There's 2 Raptor squadrons. Now you can have Raptors, Sweepers or Assault Raptors. There's 2 munition slots, and of course there are flak systems. There's the Valkyrie there. So as you can see, the Valkyrie is a lot smaller than the Artemis class. So there's your munitions. Now you can outload anything in them, so from your nukes to your EMP mines to your frac mines, anything whatsoever. There's our squadron slots just there. They've done an absolutely brilliant job with this ship. The rendering. The only problem I've got is the name on the side of it. I think they could have done a bit better with it, but you know, it's just a name plaque. Otherwise, they've done an absolutely brilliant job with this ship. It looks fantastic, down to the way it plays, the way it moves. It's absolutely fantastic. Right, okay, let's move on to the Valkyrie. So one of the ships that is very hard to do anything with it, because we didn't really have any specs to begin with. We only saw it a handful of times during the series, and even then there wasn't much in it, but here she is. Again, renderings absolutely fantastic on this ship. They've done a brilliant job. Okay, so let's have a look at the turrets. Nope, wrong button. Okay, so on the turrets we've only got left, right, top and bottom. So on the left and the right there are 8 point defence turrets, 2 in the front, and there's 1 in the main body, and then the rest are in the flight pod. The hull on this ship is 100, the armour on the left and the right is 60, at the front is 80, on the rear is 45, on the top is 60, and on the bottom is 30. On the turrets, on the top you've got 6 heavy turrets. As you can see, there's 4 on the main body and 1 each on the flight pods. Onto the bottom we've got 2 heavy turrets, 1 on the back of each of the flight pods. Now on the ship, same again, the range on the guns at normal offensive is 5,000 metres, and at high offensive it's 5,800 metres. This ship has, as you saw, 1 squadron slot, 1 munition slot, and it also has flak systems as well. But again, like I said, as we only saw the ship a couple of times, they've done an absolutely brilliant job on the rendering, on the look. It's definitely going to be a very popular ship, even given its size and its firepower. It's still going to be a popular ship. The fleet points alone for a Battlestar are brilliant. But yeah, I think the only gripe with looking at it is, obviously we know that the Mercury should have more. However, obviously, let's say for now that's enough, but I think later on they need to, if we're going to stick to canon a lot more, then they need to get some more squadron slots there for the Vipers. Right, let's move on to this photo mode that I'm going to show you now. Photo mode is brilliant and they've done a good job there. So here we are in there. The way to get into it on the consoles is you go into view replay, and there is a photo mode option on the controller to come out of the UI navigation and to go into this. But as you can see, you can zoom right in, you can pan 360 all the way around, you can zoom out, zoom in as much as you like. You can change, so you've got the cinematic widescreen bars, or you can take them off. And we can also do it so it blacks out everything other than the circle in the middle. So you can go proper old school Battlestar and use that. We also got a badge position option there. At the moment, only the Battlestar Galactica Deadlock logo is available. We can change the light levels, the exposure, the saturation level. You can change your contrast. And obviously the temperature. Don't worry, if you want to reset all of these, there is the button down there in the right hand side. You press and hold and it will reset everything back to where it should have been. Okay, on the colour, you can change the colour. We've got the focus option, so you can do the focus distance, depth of field, and the aperture. Finally, we've got just the normal mode, so you can do rotation mode of fly through and orbit. Change the field of view so we can zoom right the way out, or we can zoom all the way in. And then we've also got quite a nifty camera tilt option. We can disable edge scrolling as well. Not quite sure what this does yet, but we'll get there eventually. Let's change that quite nastily. Okay, that's back to normal. Yeah, as you can see, you can really zoom in there. We've definitely done a good job with this. I think the one thing that we was missing on consoles is the ability to really get good pictures of our ships. But yeah, they've definitely done a fantastic job here. And for less than £5. Okay, let's move on to the Cylon ships. Okay, here we are with the modern ship pack Cylon ships. Again, I've put some other ships in there just to give a size comparison. Now, there's only really two new command ships that have come from the Cylons. One is obviously the modern base star, and the other one is the Guardian base star. But I've jumped some others in just to give a comparison. So we'll start off with the modern base star there. So we've got 2 munition slots, 4 squadron slots, a tactical jump drive and hacking systems. The hull on the modern Cylon base star is 280. Its armour on the left and right is 40. On the front and rear is also 40. On the top is 100 and on the bottom is also 100. Now, as you can see, again, they've done a fantastic job on the rendering of this ship. Really impressed with this. I think we've definitely had a steal with the price that they've sold this at. But just look at them graphics, just look at that detail. I'm just amazed how good a job they've actually done with this. Absolutely fantastic work. Okay, what I've done is, because I've never done the Krakus, is I've just put her in and we'll just have a look at her systems as well while we've got her on. So as we know, the Cractus. It was Lachus's ship, and we saw it at the end of Resurrection and also during Ghost Fleet. So this ship has turrets, which is different than some of the other ships that we have during the Cylons. Most of the time it's munitions and squadrons. So on the top and the bottom we have 10 heavy turrets. You can see they're going all across the beams, and one in the middle. Just show you the bottom as well. It's exactly the same as the top. You can see that one in the middle. There you go. Okay, the ship has 3 munition slots. Squadrons, it has 2 squadron slots. And as you can see, we've got a tactical jump ability. Now this ship has got a hull of 320, an armour on the left and right of 60, on the front and the rear of also 60, and on the top and bottom of 120. Now the reload time on the munitions on this ship are incredible. Most Cylon ships, the reload time is phenomenal, which is why they tend to get off such a massive barrage. Okay, so the next new ship that we've got with the modern ship pack is the Guardian Base Star. So this Guardian Base Star was the ship that was seen flying off as young William Adama told the Galactica that they were making something down here. So the Guardian Base Star is the ship that holds the first hybrid. It was also seen during the episode Razor. So the Guardian Base Star has a hull of 200, an armour on the left and right of 60, on the front and rear of 45, and on the top and bottom of 60. So quite low in comparison to some of the other base stars. This ship has on the bottom 12 heavy turrets. They're quite well placed there. But that's not all. On this ship, same as most Cylon ships, we have 2 munition slots, and we also have 3 squadron slots. We also have the predictive augury, is it? There. Now, what that does, and all I can figure out so far from playing in this, I'll look more into it later, is that you select a ship, you're limited to how many times you can do this. So for this ship you can only do it once, and what you can do from that is identify a ship, which, as you can see right in the background there, we can see the Mercury class. I'll just put the photo mode on here so we can have a good look around on these ships. But again, excellent job on the rendering, on the skin, the tone, the detail. It's absolutely fantastic what they've done here, and as I said, it's a steal. They could have got twice as much, 3-4 times as much as what they've actually charged for this. It's absolute bargain, absolute bargain. Okay, what I'm going to do is next is I'm going to load up a skirmish mission, and we will have a look at both the colonial ships and the Cylon ships. What I think actually I'll do is I'll do 2. I'll do one for me commanding the Cylon ships, and I'll do one for me commanding the colonial ships, and we'll have a good look at these. and I'll put the cinematic part up for these now. Okay, I hope you enjoy, and I'll be back in a minute.
Escort Priority 1 still online. Escort clearance zone is active. Go, go, go! Not today, Q-Cam. Sustained incoming. Sector 4-4. Come on, come on, come on. Intercepting. Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual control now. I need flux kilos down. Switching gun to manual. They're giving us a hell of a storm, sir. Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire at will. Keep that black wall up. Firing on target. We're gonna hammer the freshers till they can't get back up. Fire solution is online. Engines for work. Woo! That's what we do. Target is 34 by 99. Turkey right 6, lower 2. I'm committing. Crap! I'm winged. Adjusting shot by .06. Fire! Tin on my tail! Take it down! Take it down!
It's a bit more than that.
Target locked and fired. Watch your 6. God damn it, they got me. Not today, Fracker. Not today.
Right, got it.
Okay, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed them videos. So yeah, the modern ship pack, great success. I'm very impressed and very happy with what they've done with this. So hopefully more to come later on. Now the plan is to start on the Armistice campaign very shortly. As you can see, I have got it. So hopefully a video will be uploaded in a few days. Okay, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Happy gaming.